And there is this useless person. Okay. I have his money. Doctor sent me 30,000, guys. There is this crazy person who was abusing me, calling me crazy names because of his, small amount of money, $400. I have your money. Doctor sent to me your 30,000. It's among this money. Please, even not please, send me your details. I refund you your money quick and fast. But this person who is closing the road, he needs to be told the truth. If he is against developments, he needs just to vacate this village, because this is pure madness and we won't allow this. Look, imagine. And what really inspires him to do that is poverty and jealous and being envious.
Well, my good family. How are you? How are you doing? Guys, I am doing super duper fine from this village of Nyaboanse. I am super much excited today. I want to bring you these interesting stories from this village. And as my title suggests, that is what I'm going to talk about today. No deviating. I don't want to deviate. I just want to keep to my lane. Just want to tell you exactly what I was supposed to tell you. My last video was more of a personal thing to one subscriber or to one person who wanted everything. To one person who just wanted me to twist my mind and everything, but I said no, I must stand. And now this is the real reaction. This is the real reaction. Guys, enough is enough. People have nowhere to run to. This is 2026. This is 2026. People must protect their brands. People actually joke around without knowing how much you take to build a whole brand and how much you need to actually protect that brand. So enough is enough. Finally, as I'm speaking now, there is a very big plan, and things have been put in place for haters to be arrested and to be arraigned in court from wherever corner they are, even if they are seated in very deep corners or in their houses with the bankers and everything. They are going to be fished out like just a fish from the fish pond, and they will be arraigned in court for several crimes that they are ignorantly or intentionally, as I can put it categorically, they commit. Guys, it's only the Virginia to come out and to actually to put this as a bombshell out, like this is what we are planning, this is our plan, and this is what we are hatching. And when we are going to start executing, it's not long from now. This is something that is going to be very, very soon. And now there is panic and tension everywhere. Why are haters panicking? Why are they like why are these guys panicking? I thought they were doing something that they knew nobody is going to come and shake them. And by the way, I have seen Qarrol, the parrot, all the way from Bungoma, saying she doesn't know about somebody swinging her. She doesn't know somebody who is going to arrest her because she is unbogable. Guys, when I say she is unbogable, for her, she thinks she is untouchable. But this time around, guys, there is nowhere to run. Everybody is going to hit that tragic end. Karma is striking as we are speaking now. Guys, so welcome to this show. Welcome to my show of today, guys. This is Kamanja_KE. And just in case you haven't subscribed, kindly do so. Subscribe to my channel. It's a very good channel, guys, where we always speak the truth. And if you are a lover of truth, this is your home. This is where you are supposed to be. Guys, don't hesitate. Just smash that subscription button, then like the video, leave a sweet comment. I don't want any negative comments, just like the Christian Holland thing. I need positive comments, guys, and share me out. Take me to 3,000 subscribers. We are still growing. That one we must agree. If there is begging we do around here, we beg for subscribers. Like today, I'm 20 subscribers, I'm begging. Who will take me to 50 subscribers? If that is the only begging we do, then we are supposed to be specialized in that begging. Because even the haters, where they are seated in their dark corners, thinking that they cannot be fished out, they also beg for subscribers. Numbers to add. They want to see their families. But that one, theirs is evil families. Theirs is actually evil families. So welcome. Just in case you really don't know where I am speaking from, this is Nyabohansi. This is where I always do my thing from. I don't run to the bushes. I do it from here. You know, I'm in my house, and I tend to believe that most of you, actually, you are asleep, or you are just waking up for your work, or you are taking some break from work and everything. But here, guys, I want to tell you the truth. This is 1 a.m. If I'm not wrong, this is 1 a.m. And I've decided just to wake up and let my people know what exactly is going on. Because from the yesterday, I've been watching David Jr. stories. Not yesterday, now from the previous day, I've been watching David Jr. stories. And I said, at this time round, people have been found. This time round, people have been found. Guys, there is a video that I've played. From my first, there is a video, there is a short clip that I've played. There is something I want to tell you before I tell you how the haters, Gintu, AM Qarrol, JT, they were in a conference call, calling each other. Like in a conference call, there is that call that connects 2 to 3 parties, planning on how they want to escape, on how they want to escape the arrest, because now things are getting worse. Tensions, they are now panicking. They don't know what they are going to do. But I want to assure them, they are running to nowhere. They are running to nowhere. They have hit all these crimes they have been actually committing. They have hit their tragic end. Before I tell you that, there is something very special I want to tell you, because it is happening in the village as we are speaking now. It's happening. And this is a plan that is being hatched by a subscriber who once belonged to David Jr. I know now that subscriber is just, he is just a hater. A subscriber by the name Mark J. Yeah, J Mark. I don't know J Max or J Mark or Mark J or Max J, such a guy. This is one subscriber at one point who sent 400 US dollars as a super chat to David Jr.'s one of the videos. So this one guy was like, oh, the money he sent was supposed to see Yaya being paid rent, and it was an upkeep for Yaya. Everybody knows who Yaya is. Yaya is the daughter to the dancing grandma. Guys, wonders shall never end. Let me tell you that wonders shall never end. So this this man, I don't know if he is very old or he is very young, or I really don't know where to categorize him. But I want to I tend to believe that this one guy is about 50 years. He became very nagging. He wanted David Jr. to give him all his time, every now and then, what is being done and everything. And we know what actually transpired between David Jr. and Nation. It's all about this one subscriber, a hater, in the name of a subscriber wanted to help Yaya. But something, something has been done. You know, I have never seen David Jr. becoming that bold, that boldness. That so much courageous. You know, David Jr. has sent back the money to the sender. Like, you send me 400 US dollars, get your money, because the rest I cannot give you, because YouTube took its share. It was just a mere super thank. It was a mere super chat. So the hater, the man has been taken back to the sender, like RTS, return back to sender. Thank you very much, and God bless you, Doctor. Doctor is actually a subscriber who actually came in because she actually saw how this one hater was so hard on David Jr., trying to defame David Jr., trying to troll David Jr. in every, like in comments. He used to comment negatively about David Jr., calling David Jr. scammer, or David Jr. beggar, David Jr. taking advantage of people at Nyamwini village and everything. And surely, just because you feel like the money that you sent was not used the way you used, because you only wanted to see it being done in camera, you cannot control. That is how you want to be in control of people in this village. We cannot become your puppet masters. Some subscribers, we must remind you of that. We cannot become your puppet, your puppet YouTubers in this village, and you cannot become our puppet masters. No, we are not puppets. So David Jr. stood his ground and stood tall and said, no, I am not supposed to be controlled. And you know, by the way, for those guys who are telling people that David Jr. is bragging that only $400 and I spent 50,000 US dollars in purchasing my Mercedes, that is not bragging. I saw one person saying, oh, now you look like a bragger. Hey, you are bragging because of what you've achieved. Guys, when I give out, when I show off my achievement, is that bragging? David, keep on doing it, because these haters should actually sit down and look at you properly and realize that you have actually made it, and you don't depend on their stipends. I don't know if I'm very clear here. You really don't depend on their stipends. They are supposed to stop. They are supposed to think that every coin that they send to this village is supposed to be filmed, is supposed to be like there is evidence. I told you one day that these guys gonna be sending money. When they send money, they will also look for another person to employ to come and to become your, how do I call? You are just like a silent supervisor. What do you do with that money? Those are not kind-hearted people. Those are haters. Those are people who want to divide us. Because the moment I know that, the moment I come to realize that my friend has been sent to snoop on what I'm doing with the money that I'm being sent, that is the start of division. Yes, I've seen so many haters saying, oh, David Jr., this is scamming of building houses for grandmothers, that is pure scam and everything. Guys, those guys, they really don't know what we need in this village. Those guys, they really don't know how this Ondari family, led by David Jr. and Marwa, people are struggling to enlighten people. People are struggling to transform other people's lives. That is what they don't know. They are seated somewhere and they think that, you know, it is what David Jr. is specialized at doing. No. What David Jr. is at doing, let me actually try to believe, or let me tell you that how I tend to believe it's a calling from God. David Jr. is now being used by God to fulfill or to take people to their destinies, more so in that village of Nyamwini. And that's why many people are now getting interested to stories from Nyamwini, because that is where actually things are supposed, that is where light is supposed to be taken to, because many people in that village are living in darkness. And that is what haters are struggling on a daily basis to actually make sure or to derail the process of transforming people's lives in that village. Thank you very much. You know, congratulations, kudos, David Jr., for actually placing that hater where he belongs. You are not worth 400 US dollars. Guys, if you can spend such a money, guys, look at what David Jr. has done. He has a whooping 50,000 Kenyan shillings. And there is somebody somewhere that David Jr. has connected. David Jr., I said, is not bragging that he has got rich connections with rich people. Look at how he is standing out and transforming lives to that Dina, Mary, Yaya. Guys, to mention but a few. People are getting help. Others, I've seen even people taking advantage of David Jr. in that village, and they want to be next to grandma, the dancing grandma, so that they can get some shares from David Jr. because they know that the moment we talk about our problems. The moment we put our problems public, Dave Jr. is going to find us our destiny. And now, I don't know where haters get their energies from, and they start actually calling Dave Jr. names. Ha! No, it is should stop. Yes, I'm saying it is supposed to be stopped. Yeah, let us bring all these stupid shenanigans to a stop. So this given hater, guys, this given hater in the name of a subscriber who sent 400 US dollars to David Jr. as a super chat, that wanted David Jr. that wanted to control David Jr.'s space, so that, you know, this subscriber wanted to be worshipped. Like, oh, you sent me 400 US dollars. I've never seen such a kind of money. Guys, you are my real guy. You are my real subscriber. Oh, I worship you. Come control my space. No. You know, this one guy has now decided to be in a mission to destroy David Jr. As we are speaking now, this one subscriber, Mark J, has decided to employ or to contract a snooper in this village, a snooper, somebody who is going to snoop around David Jr. And David Jr. should be very careful. Maybe this one guy is going to send money to somebody is going to be bought by this hater to actually, so that he gets contracted to snoop around you and give out wrong informations, because enemies are enemies are everywhere. They want to destroy David Jr. They want to bring David Jr. down with the passion. So this guy has actually decided to give out a whopping 500 US dollars to some haters here in the village, or to some boys, growing desperate YouTubers in this village, so that they can snoop around David Jr. What is the motive? They want to destroy David Jr. They want to bring him down. But I want to remind them once again, because anything that God has given, that God has blessed, any person that God has decided to lift from grace to grace, as a human being, you've no power to bring it down. As a human being, you've no power to bring a person down. Like, actually, like, you just wish, you wake up and you just wish, like, I want to see this guy begging. I want to see this guy living a miserable life. It is not going to be. It is going to take you centuries for your dreams to come to reality. Guys, let me take just a cup. Let me take some water here. You know, we said reaction must continue. That is what we are doing, guys. We are here. We are reacting. So I really don't know who is going to be contracted by this Mark J to actually snoop around David Jr. Is he going to use David Jr.'s closest people? Is he going to use a hater? If he uses a hater, then he has failed one time. For him to even have way to succeed, so that he can snoop around David Jr. And after all, even if he snoops around David Jr., there is nothing bad that David Jr. does to the villagers. Let me tell you the truth. There is nothing bad that David Jr. or his family do to the villagers. What we are always seeing around here in this YouTube space is just a narrative that was created by haters, and now it was turned to be a gospel that they keep on preaching, that this family is a bad family. These guys are not bad guys. Ask villagers. Guys, I want people to come to the ground and ask villagers that have passed through or have actually gone either to Marwa's villa, to Ondari's family, or have visited David, that is David Jr. Actually, people will come out and justify and give out very big evidences that these guys are good guys. But for haters seated far away in their dark corners from this village, they want to spread this fake narrative concerning this one family. Guys, even if you hate somebody with passion, Even if you don't want to see people succeeding, why should you actually concentrate in bringing one person down? Just you wake up, you sleep, you want to destroy. You wake up, you want to destroy. You eat, you want to destroy. Ask yourself, and I always repeat this question, ask yourself, what if it was your own sister? What if it was your own mother? What if it was your own brother? And what if it was you that people want to destroy like that? Justice for this family. That is what I'm calling for. Justice for this family. And for this hater, yes, you can go out. You can want to contract any person you need. But remember, the person you are going to contract, she or he only wants to eat your money. And if you think you have enough, guys, if you think you have enough, if you think you have enough, just keep on. Just look for that person to contract. You are going to be scammed big time. Then you are going to actually contract another person to expose your employer in this village. Employer in the name of you want to keep an eye on David Jr. If it is Nation One, we really don't know, because that is the person who started the shenanigans. But we are waiting, because we are here and we are telling the whole world that there is nothing wrong these people do to the villagers. Yes, we are not perfect. They are not perfect also. But they have never committed any crime against humanity in this village. What is going on this YouTube space is just but a narrative that was created and executed by haters, enemies of progress. Guys, get me correct and get me very clear. That was all about David Jr. And I think it's from this scenario that David Jr. decided to leak this information without knowing that leaking this kind of information to the haters, he was going to cause panic, tensions were going to rise, and now people have started talking even in tongues. They are, I don't know, should we go and ask for forgiveness? Where should we run to? Guys, this is the statement that David Jr. put out. And this is the statement that is now causing jitters among haters. Let us listen to this kind of the statement.
We are working on something serious. I have big things are coming, guys, because it's a high time. Even these haters, we put them where they belong. We are working on something serious, legal, okay? With the grandma from New Jersey. Yeah, grandma from New Jersey doesn't like how people they use my family's name to troll us. So grandma from, even I don't want to share with the haters. We want to have a serious lawyer. And the grandma from New Jersey told me she will support on legal fees, everything, so that we can put these people where they belong. There is a scenario whereby there is a bully who, guys, there is a bully who was trying, I used to do these live streams, and there was this crazy bully who was trying to bully me, all right? And this guy was very, very far from the village. He was in Nairobi. And you know, I sent the DCI officers to go pick this crazy guy. And for sure, justice was served. And this guy, he truly regrets what he did. So these same bullies, we have to teach them a lesson. We can even follow them even in their corners in Bungoma where they're hiding. It's not a big thing. So it's just about time, you know, because we are tired. We are tired. Okay? We are tired.
Now, welcome back, my good people. I know I'm not disturbing you, and I know you are very much glued to what I want to tell you. Now I want to go direct to my second bit of this show of mine today. You've listened very carefully. And David Jr. has been repeating this. But this time, I want to tell you and I want to assure you that this is more than serious. Because as I'm speaking now, it was about 8 p.m. when these two guys were very much drunk and they were making they were screaming around the village market here in Nyabwanze. This is Ono Mayani and Mogesi riding motorbikes on higher speeds and everything. They were actually trying to give out some information to the people like us who are passing near them. And the truth of the matter is, there was a phone call, a conference phone call. 3 people were involved in a conference phone call. This is Gintu, AM Qarrol, and JT podcast. That is from my own source of investigation. You know, how I got the information from my own, I have my own people who actually gather information from the other side and they bring it to me. And they have never cheated me. They always tell me that this is the actual plan. Like I said, the actual plan that Gintu has with Kohera Senior, how they want to actually bring Marwa down, how they want to bring Marwa to books, how they want Marwa to be like how I saw how they were being advised, oh, don't go to the police station without a lawyer, just don't go there alone, These are purely puppet YouTubers in this village. I want to actually tell you, they are just but nothing. They are puppet YouTubers. They are there to be controlled, to be told what to do and what not to do. So these were the details of this. Guys, get me correct. The details of this conference phone call. Number one, they were discussing on now to combat the legal action that is now looming against them. They were now asking, oh, what do you think we have done that these people are supposed to, this time round, are we going to escape? This time round, are we going to make a lot of noise towards the legal action that these guys want to take against us? Because when Marwa said it was to arrest these guys, it was to arraign them in court. They said, oh, Marwa scammed subscribers money. Oh, people actually contributed so that we get arrested and we get arraigned in court. But what happened? What happened? We are here free. This time around, guys, these guys are panicking. Guys, a 30-minute phone call involving 3 people. It is not a joke. They are now feeling the heat. Karma is now striking. They don't know where they are running to because they have no place. They have no any other option. The only option these guys have, and I don't know if they will be granted that option, is to come out, go down into their knees and say, we are sorry, we are not going to do this again. Guys, I'm going to be telling you the crimes that they have committed so that they face, or they are about to face, this legal action against them. I'm about to tell you. What I'm telling you is the action they took, like how they are plotting to escape the arrest, how they are plotting to escape, how they are plotting to avert everything that is being said about them. Number one, this is how they are plotting to escape. They don't want to talk about the arrest. Even in the latest, the Qarrol's latest live stream, when she was being asked that we have heard that you've been sued, she said, I don't want to talk about being sued here today. I only want to talk about Rocio, not knowing that she is adding salt in a fresh wound, not knowing that she is actually giving out evidence that she is supposed to be arrested. Guys, I'm going to be telling you why I am saying so. Even if you go and watch Gintu's latest video, there is that panic. The tone is very different, not from yesterday's or the previous day's videos. The tone is very different. These guys, they know this time round, enough is actually enough. They are going to be napped. These guys, they have nowhere to run. This is the end of their game. Guys, this is exactly the end of their game. Let me ask you one thing, my good people. Now, this is where we see the problem. But these haters, they turn a blind eye on what they commit, the crimes they commit. You might be asking, I know haters will come to my channel and ask, why do you think these guys are going to be arrested? You know it very well. Defamation, cyberbullying. Those are greatest crimes, very dangerous crimes that can be. Even most of these superstars are now campaigning, or they are campaigning against defamation and cyberbullying. You know, we have a modern way of cyberbullying. What they are doing, what Qarrol is doing, what NT is doing, what JT is doing, what Gintu is doing, this is not reaction. This is purely insults. This is purely attacks. What they are remaining with is physical attack. But this is, guys, this is purely detrimental, destructive. They are not supposed to be allowed to do this. Even I want to actually suggest that YouTube should bring up a policy that detects such a kind of insults in terms of reaction. Just because it has allowed reaction, reaction should not carry so much insults. We are not supposed to actually to assassinate characters around here through blackmailing, name calling people, all those things that we do without evidence. You know, sometimes if you come here and say that, oh, Kamanja is a thief, and you have got evidence that this date and this time, Kamanja, you went out and you are actually stealing from this kind of people. If there is evidence, then I have nothing to actually worry about, or I have nothing to object your statement. But when you come, just imagine such a thing. These guys have been trolling the Ondaris endlessly for a very long period of days, like from 1 year to another year to a second year to a third year to a fourth year. You ask people like Qarrol, people who have been trolling this Ondari's family. People like the other day, like it was trolling Dave Jr. She has been trolling Dimwango so much, going to an extent of telling us that Dimwango had several pregnancy terminations, like several abortions. You remember how she steered that Dimwango had a child somewhere? The way she doesn't want Dimwango to settle in her marriage. She's very bitter to see Dimwango married, while she's in Kenya here, snatching other people's husbands at night. And by the way, this is a woman who is suffering from rejection. That is what you are supposed to know. This parrot from Bungoma, it's alleged that she is suffering from rejection. She was rejected. Many men have actually rejected her. She decided to keep and rear chicken. This chicken farmer, who is not happy to see another woman happily married, enjoying her getting her marital bliss and everything. He's out here destroying and blackmailing somebody who is very kind, somebody who has nothing to do with her, somebody who doesn't even insult her. She doesn't want to see Dimwango staying happily in Poland, married. What she wants to see Dimwango doing is Dimwango coming back to Kenya, and they start making a lot of stories. Oh, she has been divorced. Oh, she could have never done this. Oh, she's a livist. Oh, she's very materialistic. Those are stories that they want actually to bring and preach onto this space, without actually telling people how she was rejected. Number one, how she cannot survive marriage. She can only survive marriage when she snatches someone else's husband. I know even in Bungoma, people are looking at you with a third eye. When a woman passes near you with her husband, like, no, there is a snatch around here. She might be taking my husband. She uses charm. It is being said even in Bungoma that this woman uses a lot of charm to snatch other people's husbands. Ask yourself, a woman who can stand and sit at the middle of the night, gossiping, trying to destroy other people's happy lives, entertaining men in any way. You remember when she came to Nyabwanze and Gintu was telling her to turn 360. Guys, I still have that video. Turn 360. Can I see your 360? An old woman like that coming, trying to tease around with a young man, just like Gintu, trying to show her something that is tired and worn out. 360, a tired and worn out part. That this is my 360, just because she wants to make a lot of noise. Hey, God forgive me. God forgive me this night. This night, I'm asking God to forgive me. How I wish. Guys, you remember I told you about this Russian guy? How I wish this Russian guy met this husband snatcher. I know maybe if she watches this video, she's going to issue a strike on me. I don't care. I don't fear. Like, what if this Russian man met the parrot from Bungoma? Guys, let us now have that. Let us have a given poll. Let us see. Let us have some comments. This young Russian man who is now trending in Kenya, just in case he met the parrot from Bungoma, how long do you think he was to take before chewing her? How long do you think this Russian man was to take? Even 2 minutes. It's only that this woman, she's very much obsessed with the white people. That's why she hates when she sees that Mwango is married to a white man. She wants that Mwango to leave that marriage so that she can decide to sweet talk that man. Hey, Qarrol, that is a young man. He's supposed to call you Mami. That man, Dimwango's husband, is supposed to call you grandma. Like Shikamo bibi, Shikamo nyanya. Guys, God forbid this. God forgive me from doing this. But actually, let us call a spade a spade. Let us put these people where they're supposed to belong. And that is exactly where they are supposed to belong. In the pits. Somebody was rejected. Now, Qarrol is out here telling people. Like, I've seen her latest, I've watched her latest live stream talking about trying to convince the whole world that Rocio has actually declared it's over with Mara through a given song that Rocio posted. Yes, I don't know the literature school that this lady, the parrot from Bungoma, went. Maybe her analytical skills are very different from what I used to analyze. The skills I used to analyze. The elements she uses, maybe she uses very barbaric elements, traditional elements of what? Literature. And that's why she always comes out and proves to the world that she's very narrow-minded. She cannot afford to tell people the truth. What she can only tell people is true lies. She only sleeps lies, imagines lies, dreams about lying. Surely. Grandma, is that what you want to be? Can't you see age is catching up with you? If you want to be married in this Nyabwanse village, because you are meddling so much into Nyabwanse dramas, get Mzee Kohera here. Instead of Mzee Kohera crying always for Madam Esther, Mzee Kohera can take you as a fourth wife. And you can do better because you are a reactor, he's a reactor. You can start a very good podcast with him. We only wish that your podcast is not going to die. Because I really don't know how crazy, the degree of madness you have towards Nyabwanse and everything. Like now you are talking, you are the person who is insinuating, like, oh, look at here, Maro and Rojo, they are not together. Hey, David Jr. is a gay. Oh, David Jr. is using poor villagers. Oh, Dimwango is very materialistic. Dimwango had several abortions before she decided to get married. Oh, Dimwango's home is not going to be completed. Guys, the parrot, even if wewe ni kasuku na waina gani, tafadhali. Sometimes, guys, I'm asking her humbly to make use of his small brains, or her small brains that she has. Because I truly believe that this woman is insane. Somebody who sits somewhere, imagine, me, I've never heard even them going against Wodemaya. I only actually saw when the other day, when Coco had Mama, the Coco Mama wanted to talk so much about, how do I call, Wodemaya and Miss Trudy. And, you know, she was given a stop. And in fact, she was given a stop. And even Wodemaya tried to talk about this in the latest live stream with Miss Trudy, that it's high time that people protect their brand. And the only way to protect their brand against cyberbullying, against defamation, against character assassination, it's by taking these guys to court. They should pay for it. They should be fined. And for you, just because you feel you are in Kenya and you are an enemy of progress, an enemy to other Kenyans, and you want to actually spread the gospel that this is what exactly it is happening, and you want to force your Mumu subscribers to believe in your lies. Perpetual and perennial liars are born in Kenya. That is what I want to believe. But now, the Russian guy, I'm still asking the Russian guy if he is still in Kenya. I want this Russian guy to visit Bungoma. By the way, you might not know, maybe the parrot might be getting a journey all the way from Bungoma to Nairobi with the dreams and hopes of meeting the Russian guy. You know, this is a woman who is so much obsessed with white skin. I know he won't give a shot there. She must grab that opportunity. She must grab that opportunity. Very next, she is going to grab that opportunity because she is madly attracted to white skin. No matter how old the white skin will be, she badly wants to be like Dimwango. Hey, Dimwango is in Poland. I also need a Mzunje to take me even to where I also need a Mzungu to take me even to Germany. You know, how can Dimwango go to Poland? You know, kiwaru kinawashika hapa. How can Dimwango go to get married in Poland, whereas I'm at home here? I'm just a reject. I'm just a rejectee. And you know, there is no man who wants me unless I snatch one from a woman who is not careful. Wololo, wadana. So that is Qarrol, man. And this time, I want to tell you the truth, that David Jr., you know, you've been taking Mara to be very a lenient person, but you've been actually forgetting how Dave Jr. and what Dave Jr. is capable of doing. Dave Jr. has told us that the grandman from New Jersey, this time around, there is no contribution. It is one man army. Our grandma from New Jersey wants to actually spend everything, spend her own money to make sure that justice prevails, or Marwa and the rest of the family gets their justice in the correct corridors of justice that is in courts. She is going to actually sponsor the legal process single-handedly and kind-heartedly. Get me correct. Nobody asked her to do so. It is because she has been there. Imagine a grandmother all the way from New Jersey, USA, who is not happy on how you guys, the same Africans, you are against other Africans who are trying to bring light into a village that is not even your village. She is going to do so. And I want to tell you this time around, even if you hide yourself, David Jr. tried to tell you what happened to the other man who was trying to disrupt his live streams during Brand Vapor's journey to medication and also to rehabilitation. You remember David Jr. used to have a lot of live streams and trying to explain every step that he took at that point. There is a guy who used to actually, at every time that David Jr. had a live stream, this guy used to come in and disrupt the live stream and everything. He was caught red-handed. He regretted his actions. He paid heavily. And this time around, I don't think the magnitude of the crimes that these guys have committed, it is going to allow them to be set free. I know and I believe that they don't have enough financial muscles to actually fight against these allegations. I'm very sure of that. Very, very much sure of that. They don't have any muscle to fight against such a kind of allegations. Number two, as we are speaking, yes, they are panicking. We don't know where David Jr. is going to start from. This is now not David Jr.'s affair. This is the Ondari affair. I don't know where they are going, but I suppose and propose that they start sweeping the house from the inside. Let them start sweeping the house from the inside. Guys, I don't know if you get me properly. When I say they start sweeping the house from the inside, they start cleaning from this village. All haters in this village should be apprehended and put behind bars and wait for judgment. If they are going to win their cases, well and good. But I do believe 100% these guys are going to lose things big time. We don't want to see just one person to be taken an example. How I wish all these guys are just picked, like how Idi Amin used to pick lame people and throw them into Lake Victoria. How I wish it happens like that, so that we see this. We start from this young boy in the village, Gintu. Then we go to Kugitimo, we get rid of Mzee Kohera. Then we come to these other people who really don't know who they are. You ask them who they are, they will never tell you. This village is supposed to be cleansed, because I told you in my last video that we have no support. The problem why, and the reason as to why Marwa's people or the Marwa's family has no justice, it's because of the language that they speak. They speak the language of kindness. They speak the language of generosity. They speak the language of adventurers. And that is why these guys don't speak. The other people, the whole village people speak the language of jealousy, the language of poverty, the language of hate, the language of envy. So they don't go hand in hand. Lila na fila haviwezi kutangamana. Like you cannot mix good and bad. I've always repeated that. That is why I do feel that this cleansing starts from the inside, starts exactly from this village. We want to see Nyabwanse to the world, Nyabwanse great again. But with the presence of these hateful people in the village, Nyabwanse will never become great. People are going to actually forget about Nyabwanse. Nyabwanse is going to be thrown into oblivion. Nobody is going to talk about Nyabwanse. If we keep and we just sit and down and see these people doing so. So that is it, guys. A brand that you've taken so much to build, you must protect it. People just think that, building a brand, getting people and an audience, creating a permanent audience, a very reliable audience, is just a walk in the park. That is how they think so. So when they see these guys being super chatted, $400, people are sending them money, they will always make negative stories about what is being sent. But ask us in this village, people who are living here, what that money is actually doing. Look at the people around here. To mention but a few, this young boy called Fadela, very quiet. Look at what YouTube has done to him. He can now sit down and claim, that is my house. This is my motorbike. Courtesy of what? YouTube. Where does that benefit come from? These permanent subscribers, this permanent audience that we keep on creating, we give them our trust and they give us their trust. We entrust each other. That is Fadela. We have Lucas D, the current person now who is carrying David Jr. around. Look at what YouTube is doing to him. And now you want to tell me that these guys, this family, they are not connectors to people's destinies. That is one bitter truth that these haters don't want to comprehend or understand. People like NT, JT, OT, Qarrol, they will never understand that. Another one called, I don't know, we have OT, we have, I don't know, how do I call that one? Neotrends. I don't know Neotrends is from where, but when she talks, she actually talks like, how do I say? She talks like a Luo. Hi, guys. I'm very sorry. I don't want to term people like, this is a Luo, this is what. No. I'm very sorry. And I hope my apologies are granted. Sure. Why should people actually struggle so much to destroy other people's brands? Imagine if we were being seated here now. I'm being seated here, and I want to destroy JT's channel and everything like that by talking about him on a daily basis, trying to bring him down every day. And then we know what atrocities that Qarrol have actually done. The propagandist, NT, the fake Nairobi teacher, you know how he is a specialist in actually spreading propaganda. He is a propagandist. And I want to tell you, that guy has got very stiff, like a very stiff-necked. He behaves like a stiff-necked hyena. When he decides to lie, he will lie, because lies lie commonly in their eyes. From JTNT, OT, Neotrends to Qarrol the parrot from Bungoma, they are all liars. All these guys in the village, led by Gintu, they are all perennial liars. Let us accept that these guys are purely liars. JT, you remember, because JT has no child. JT has no child. JT lives with the sugar mamas. In Swahili, we call them mashangingi. He is there trying to entice sugar mummies and everything. JT cannot tell you about a family. And I do wonder when I see JT coming out trying to lecture people on marriage issues. He's a young boy. May I respect him because, I should respect my student. I don't want to talk bad about him, but let me remind him to come back to the village here, where he comes from, a village called Masaba, the likes of Mikmik, where they come from. Let him tell us what is happening at that village. What has he done to the villagers of that place? How many lives has he decided to, how many lives has he actually transformed in that village? Because this is the nearest village, and that is the nearest person we can refer to. We don't want to talk about NT because we don't know where he comes from. We don't know how many people's lives he has transformed. What we know, all these guys are chasing selfish dreams. They are selfish driven. They are driven selfishly. Like, we want this, I want this, I want this. They are doing all this for money and for survival. But even if it is for money and for survival, should you actually survive by destroying others? Should you actually survive by bringing others down? Kindly, come back to your senses. This is not reaction. These are crimes that are being committed in broad daylight, and I'm very happy because very soon, no sooner did David Jr. talked about court cases than AM Qarrol, Gintu, and JT called for a phone call to discuss on how they were to escape the arrest, on how they were to go about the arrest. The truth of the matter is, I want to put the last nail in their caskets, that the truth of the matter is, you have nowhere to go. You have nowhere to run. Kindly wait for your tragic end into this space. We are going to have the last laugh. The Ondari family is going to have the last laugh. You like it, you don't like it. It is going to happen, guys. It is actually going to happen. It's going to happen. It's actually going to happen. It is not, don't think that everything that you guys are doing, because you just want to please people. You tend to make people believe that the Ondaris are bad guys, they cannot be trusted, they are scammers, by calling people. Qarrol, I want to ask you again, how many miscarriages did you experience? How many abortions? Like, you look at your body, the way you are you look like an hardcore, eh? You look at your body, you are a woman who actually makes abortions. If you don't make abortions regularly, you cannot do it without actually taking P2s on a daily basis. Imagine you taking P2s like how you take food on a daily basis. And that's why you look like that. I can tell you the truth. Because you must be very shameful. How dare you want to destroy someone's marriage? Somebody who wants to settle in the marriage very well. Somebody who wants to enjoy the marriage bliss, and you want to destroy it. You want to campaign to the whole world that this woman, she only doing this just because of you two. How dare you come out and start convincing people that Marwa and Rosho, they are not in good terms, that Rosho has decided to call it quit? Do you have an husband so that tomorrow we make it and say Qarrol has been divorced by the husband and she has been seen with the Russian guy headed to Russia? Imagine such a headlines. Russian guy meets AM Qarrol from Bungoma. A wedding is up. You are going to be played big time. He is going to knock you and dump you because he is not going to get anything of value from you. Guys, mileage is gone. You've no mileage. The mileage is like, the mileage is not there. No mileage. Onge mileage kabisa. Oh, no mileage. There is nothing that you can tell us. And now you are pretending that nobody is coming for you. The courts are going to offer justice to the Ondaris. You like it or not. And now I wish everybody battles this alone. If it comes to JT, and JT is wanted in Nairobi like Makadara low courts, let him go there. I want to see AM Qarrol in Mombasa low courts. I want to see Gintu in Kisumu low courts. On training, I want to see you in Eldoret. I want this Ondari family to spread you out like the wings of a dove. No, I don't want to use a dove. A dove is it's a very peaceful bird. You'll be scattered like unwanted seeds around. That is exactly what you guys are waiting for. So, guys, it's getting so like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I want to wake up very early in the morning. I have some morning runs. Then I want to rush somewhere. We are headed to the half-term break, so we must be in school marking a lot of papers for midterm exams and everything. But I thank God for your support. I really thank God for you guys, because you really find value in what we always tell you. You really find it good when we actually try to come out and tell you the truth, that this is exactly what you guys are supposed to hear. This is exactly what people hide from you. That me, a person like Amanja, we never fear from telling you exactly what is happening. So till we meet in my next show, I want to wish you well. I want to leave you well. I want to ask the good Lord to take care of you, keep you there for me, because you know what? You are my shoulders to lean on. God bless you till we meet again.